So we have this, he's going to quickly rebuild this expansion. He actually managed to save those 2 infestors. That was very nice. And the whole time, while placing aggression on the Zerg player, manages to throw up his own 3rd base. So managing to take down a 3rd base from MysticPrime, ChiTaPrime goes ahead and puts himself in a great long-term position right now. So we have a good placement of this creep so far, right here on these 2 main walkways, up here and down here. So we have a little bit of an army left down here, and looks like he's actually going to use this Overseer to do some scouting. So he's going to come in here and just hanging out there on the edge. Guess he decides he doesn't want to do anything more with that. So in a stable position right now with a big advantage, ChiTaPrime just going to take this expansion and probably build up to 200 army before he decides to attack it. And it looks like we have a Nidus network being built somewhere. Where is that at? Right here. Good position right in between his 2 bases. MysticPrime may be going on the offensive here, and no, actually just posturing and putting up a 4th base, 3rd expansion. A lot more roaches coming out. Upgrades. They still only have 1 attack upgrade. He's getting the tunneling claws upgrade. He already has burrow upgrade, so we may see some roach burrowing action later on in this game. This cell up here completely getting overrun with all these zealots or all these lings. Gets taken out. Manages to kill. Looks like he killed probably 2 lings right there. Not that bad. Definitely not cost efficient, but as far as those numbers go, let's check out the drone account. We actually have 16 drones in production for the Zerg player, so he's really doing some heavy drone pumping right now. Looks like ChiTaPrime is about ready to go attack here. He's at quite a few High Templars, so we're going to see a lot more storm coming out right now. And oh wow! 2 feedback straight on those infestors, and they are not getting a single fungal growth down. Massive amounts of storms going out. All these roaches are below half HP. Another storm going down. Oh my gosh, that Expo just died. ChiTaPrime completely denying that. He's just basically using these High Templars are like 90% of his damage, it seems, in all these fights. And these Stalkers and Zealots just seem to be glorified bodyguards. So here we go. Some more roaches all healed up. We get ready to attack. Some more 2 storms go down, burrowing, and just running away. A semi-effective counter to that storm strategy is as soon as they storm, you just burrow and walk away. So you regen very fast. MysticPrime on the offensive now. Actually, no, he's just playing around with them, making him waste those storms. It seems like he's just letting him waste a storm, burrowing, and regenning up here. There are a lot of High Templars here. I don't know if he has, if there is enough time for him to actually waste all that mana. And ChiTaPrime feeling successful with that 1 more attack, decides to, he actually took another base, so he's working on his 3rd expansion. He took the middle base down and managed to build up his own base. And we actually have a Nidus network in the back of ChiTaPrime's base, so we have quite a few roaches. So we have 10 roaches pushing in the back of ChiTaPrime's base. If he focuses down that pylon, so many of these will be unpowered. There we go, 4 of them being unpowered. Actually, these two pylons will warp right in and repower those back up. We have a lot more Stalkers coming into this fight. And I don't know if he's really paying attention here, but we have another fight over here in the side. Looks like he's just going to lose these roaches over here and try and focus on this fight. Actually, he's burning them, and he's decided to run away, saving those roaches. And this Nizworm is going to die. So back over here on this side of the fight, he could actually pick off those Zealots. No, he just decided to run away and play it safe. This little Ling, a little bit out of range in that Zelnaga tower, could provide some much-needed vision. Kind of falling behind in his creep tumor action right now. Actually, we have another Nidus network. Blah, blah, blah. That's a tongue twister. Over here in the top area, which will soon be... Actually, did he see that with the creep? He does see the creep up there, and he does see it now, and he's going to go wipe that out real quick. And we have another Nidus network popping up back here in the back of ChiTaPrime's base, and it looks like he wants to build another one there. Is that one queued? That's what it looks like. So this one is going to be pop up. We'll see probably a lot more units come out of there. We have MysticPrime rebuilding his base here in the middle. We have the 2 Ultralisks being built and their armor being upgraded, and the Zerg Carapace level 1 upgrade coming. So it looks like we have another big army push right here in the back of ChiTaPrime's base. ChiTaPrime quickly moving in Stalkers to reinforce. They have a 2 attack upgrade, 1 armor upgrade. 1 more storm coming down, doing a little bit of damage, quickly burrowing. This is really not a good position for ChiTaPrime in right now. He's getting totally bottlenecked right here in this fight. But a lot of storms going down. MysticPrime kind of smartly burrowing and just falling away from them. I'm not quite sure. I think Storm actually does more damage. It has to. It has to do more damage than they can regen. But if you can slowly move out of the way, you will be able to survive that Storm. I really want to see ChiTaPrime get out an observer at this point, because we've seen these roaches really hassle him this whole game. And if he had any type of vision at this point, these roaches would be completely dead. So if 2 Ultralisks, is he going to release those? No, he's just going to do a complete fallback position. Actually, it looks like he's going to fake a fallback right here, and he's just going to leave some behind. I like doing that. I like to pull back sometimes. Just a little bit of a fun tactic you can do is pull back like half of your roach army, show it, leave the rest burrowed, so they'll think you left, and you just leave your units here and wait till you see them somewhere else. Actually, we have another push over here on the side with Ultralisks and some roaches. Coming in from this nice network, and here we go. He did unburrow these roaches again and is starting the attacking and forcing these units to come back into play here. So we have only 2-3 zealots, actually a lot more zealots coming in, too much for them to deal with, and he's going to burrow. So we're having a basically a full two-prong attack from MysticPrime throughout this entire game, keeping the pressure on. Ultralisks coming in here, doing crazy amounts of damage to those photon cannons. See some storms go down. A lot of High Templars. Wow, there's so many High Templars right now. He can basically cast Storm for the rest of this game, if he so desires. So we have this Nidus network. They're just going to go run away and hide. So he may be popping him out up here. I'd love to see that pop out here and then go straight for this expansion. That would be pretty cool. And we have another fight going on here. These roaches just completely... Oh, actually, great. He has that observer out, and these roaches will die as soon as those zealots catch up to them. Getting wind of that observer, just deciding to unburrow and just run straight away. It looks like MysticPrime's... Actually, oh, here we go. We have this fight. This attack coming in from the back of his base right now. MysticPrime popping up another Nidus Swarm. This one over here wasn't enough. Besides, he wants another one even closer. Just going to town on this base. Ultralisks... Oh, ChiTaPrime coming in trying to focus down on those Nidus Swarms. He may actually be just attacking me. We have so many High Templars here. Wow. So many High Templars here. And just Storm going down. Not being too terribly effective on Ultralisks. So far this game we've seen only a complete lack of air army for either player. I think at this point of the game it would really behoove ChiTaPrime to tech for some maybe Void Rays or even carriers at the length of this game right now. We're at the 25-minute mark, making a lot of observers. So here we go, we have another attack in the back of ChiTaPrime's base. More ultras coming in. It seems like he's just using this army, this little smaller army, in just going from base to base with these Nidus Worms. That is the problem with having so many bases, is there's so many different places to attack. So his main does go down. Looks like he's going to lose a couple gateways and might lose that robotics facility. Assimilator going down, pylons going down. ChiTaPrime getting tired of being on the defensive just decides, screw that. I'm going to go straight for his base and not even deal with it. I'm just going to take the loss, lose all my gateways. And as soon as he gets down here, he's going to be able to wipe this out completely, which is going to house his High Templar archives and his Twilight Council, which actually he's going to decide to run away, and he's probably going to come back in here and do some defense. But back what I was saying a minute ago is MysticPrime has no AA at this point at all. He has all Lings, Roaches, and Ultralisks. And we have another pop-up in the back here. MysticPrime just killing a lot of pylons, taking down this expansion. And down here we have ChiTaPrime going for some aggression here on another Zerg base. Doing a lot of drone transfer over here. Looks like he got mined out at this point. And this base is going to fall, and it looks like they're going to do some base trading right there. So army-wise, we still have the 2 attack upgrades for the Protoss army and 1 armor upgrade. And here we have another army coming in for some fight. A lot of Lings just going to melt. Wow, doing some nice micro right there, pulling back, missing that entire storm, at least most of the storm. Wow, there's a lot of photon cannons up here. Maybe too many for these Ultralisks to deal with. Actually, yes, it looks like that Ultralisk will die, and he's just going crazy with these photon cannons, getting tired of this constant Nidus Worm network harass, just building a ridiculous amount of photon cannons. There you can see how many there are. So it looks like we're going to see a push coming in here into the second expo of MysticPrime. We have so many High Templars and just A lot of Ultralisks coming in, even bringing in Overlords. I guess, I don't really know what for, but just running them in here probably just grabbed everything and attack moved. And these Ultralisks are doing fairly well against this huge army. Storm not terribly effective against Ultralisks, and deciding to morph them into Archons, possibly out of energy or just finally realizing their ineffectiveness against these Ultralisks. They're all. It looks like they're all going to die. Maybe gets 3 or 4 shots off before finally dying. ChiTaPrime really needs to do some tech switching here into some air, because High Templars aren't being that effective anymore against Ultralisks. Like I said, if he had some type of Void Ray or Carrier, he could really turn the tables at this point. Base-wise, let's check the income right now. We have almost an exact number of harvesters, 64 for ChiTaPrime and 65 for MysticPrime. So very close on their income, very close. Both have 3 bases, but it looks like both have 3 bases, but only 1 mining on each. So 1 mining down here and 1 mining up here. So this